Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Book Chat. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like if you are loving the book that we looked at this week, and the reflection that we're going to do, because this is actually the 1-year anniversary of starting my YouTube channel. So the book that I picked I thought was really appropriate because it's called Our Favorite Day of the Year. So this year, this is kind of my favorite day of the year because it's celebrating a whole year of being on YouTube and doing something that I never imagined myself doing a year ago. So this is a great book for your classroom to get the conversation started about different holidays and how we might all celebrate different holidays, but they can all be fun for all of us. And I find sometimes children, especially the community that I live and work in, it's a very white Christian-centered community. So Christmas, Easter, those are the holidays that get sort of the glory. Diwali, Eid, Hanukkah, those holidays don't really get talked about as much. So I find that children who do celebrate those holidays are often a little more hesitant to even talk about them because nobody wants to be the person who's different, right? So this book, I love it because it talks about how we might all have different days, of favorite days. I know that in my own classes, traditionally, often Halloween is a favorite day, which I like Halloween, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite holiday, but that's been one that has shown up lots and lots when I've been talking about this topic with my kids. So definitely give this book, check it out. But we're going to talk about why today is my favorite day this year, because we are at the 1-year point of being on YouTube. So when I started a year ago, we had just sort of gone into the pandemic and we were trying to figure out how we were going to keep things going for our students during the few weeks that we would be not doing things normally. So lots of people were focusing on Google Meets and Zoom calls and electronic meetings. But what I found was parents and students were all feeling extremely overwhelmed. This was a lot to take in, figuring out all this new stuff on top of just all of the changes that we experienced during the pandemic that just hit us all very suddenly. So I felt that YouTube for my students was something they all had access to. You didn't need a course how to use it. You could just go on and watch the video. So that's what I started the channel for, was for my students and their parents to stay in touch. So I started doing a book review so that we could talk about the books that I was reading, hoping to engage them to tell me what they were reading at home while we weren't together. So again, it's on YouTube. They can watch it anytime. They can post a comment anytime. So that was kind of the idea. It's really easily accessible. We also, my son and I posted math games, and we posted science experiments / STEM challenges once a week to, again, have it accessible when my students had time, and it allowed that interaction piece as well. They could comment. We started a class Instagram page. They could message me on that as well. So it was a really good way to keep in touch with my students. So then we got to June, because we never did go back to school. We stayed online the rest of the school year. And we got to June, and so it was over, and I thought, well, I've really been having a lot of fun with doing a channel. So, and I had really started to find out how much I loved talking about great books. And, there was a lot of racial tension going on in the world, and it seemed like a great time to talk about why we need diverse books and why we need to have these conversations with our kids. So when we got to June, I decided that I would just keep it going, and maybe for the summer while I had the time. And then the summer ended, and then I really was loving it by then. And so then I decided to still keep it going. So the thing that it has allowed me to do, it's given me some predictability during a very unpredictable time. I know what I need to do to make a video, to get it posted. I can set my own schedule, and I'm not waiting for the Minister of Education to tell me what to do, because there's been a lot of instability and unpredictability in the past 12 months, and most teachers will say that is not their favorite. We are creatures of habit. As much as I like to try new things, I like stability and I like predictability. So the channel gave me that ability to be able to have control over this little piece of the universe, when I had control over absolutely nothing else. And then I also had to, in September, I changed grades, I changed classrooms, so there was a lot of uproar in my own life. So keeping the channel going was a very grounding experience for me. So, and not to mention just how many great people I've connected with over the course of the last 12 months. Educators, homeschoolers, parents, just all kinds of people that I never would have met if I didn't get this channel started. So I just want to say, if you're thinking about it, take the chance, just put it out there, because once I got into it, I found that I really loved it. And you will find your people out there. So my Instagram page, at Mrs. Ross Bridgeview, definitely has helped me connect as well. So I just wanted to jump on for this 1-year anniversary, and there's also a fantastic giveaway coming to celebrate, because if you have a birthday, you should have some presents. So I've put together a great giveaway package. I am going to post that on my Instagram page. So again, at Mrs. Ross Bridgeview, go give it a follow. And I'm looking forward to the next 12 months, because this has been a lot of fun. I've grown a lot. It's taught me a lot. It's allowed me to make connections and relationships. And it's just been a real comfort during an uncomfortable time. So thank you so much for following along on this journey with me. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to see what the future has in store. Have a great week, and we will see you next Monday for another fantastic book.